he's better and not skinny as fuck and actually has something going for him.
And I think that flicked this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.
Richardson Apartments photo by Bruce DeMonte. In May 2013, Build sat down with the San Francisco-based architect David Baker when he was in Seattle to speak at the University of Washington, UW, Department of Architecture. Honored as one of the 30 most influential people in the affordable housing industry, David's work has received myriad architectural design awards and honors. With his breadth of experience living and working in San Francisco, we got a peek into David's path toward and passion for affordable housing and urbanite living. We hope you enjoy this interview from our archives. What's it like being asked to speak at UW, a school that didn't accept your student application? It's pretty funny, isn't it? When I applied, I was in transition, I was a total hippie. The world was going to change, and it did, but in a different way than I was expecting. Before applying to graduate school, I attended a free school in Western Michigan that didn't give grades, but I had to build a house as part of the program, and strangely enough, I also got a union carpenter's card. One day I went down to the union hall because they were hiring, and I told them I could do the job. I didn't go through an apprenticeship, I just showed up on site knowing next to nothing. That was my theory. Why let ignorance stop you? I think I know more now. I hope. A few years later, I met with the dean at UW. I had a nifty portfolio, as I had done a bunch of interesting things, which he thought was great. But while I had good test scores, I had no grade point average from Western Michigan, and the UW graduate school didn't accept me. In the modern education system, people become good students, but it's important to remember that academic life ends at some point. Considering the stiff competition, how did your firm get its start in affordable housing? While in architecture school, I joined a couple of friends from the University of California, Berkeley to participate in a student design competition for an office building with housing. We spent all summer on it and came in second place. The firm judging the competition liked our work and recommended us for a project in San Jose. It turned out they needed energy consultants, not architects, but we took the job anyway. There was a housing component along with the project, which got us in the door. After that, I started my own business and worked as an energy consultant for a few years straight out of school, which was a really dumb thing to do. You don't know how to run a business straight out of school, and you likely haven't apprenticed. It's better to learn from someone, which is what IDP is all about. There also wasn't any certification for the energy consulting we were doing, and people could figure out pretty quickly how to do it on their own. Later, I spun off and designed cafes, eventually gaining a reputation as a cafe and small retail architect. Around that time, affordable housing was undergoing a transition. Under President Reagan, government-run HUDs ended, and went into the hands of private nonprofits, which established a tax credit for affordable housing. This benefited nonprofit developers, who operated in the private sector. They were much nimbler and market-driven, while HUD housing was expensive, encumbered by regulations, and had few quality-driven goals. Because the developments were so awful, nobody wanted HUD housing in their neighborhoods. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.